there's a mental illness term for a mental illness that makes one compelled to center themselves in any and all events. As you watch Hassan fans and Twitter leftists celebrate the murder of 2 innocent Israelis, okay, didn't happen. Understand that me and Gila are just as valid targets to them. I don't think so. That's ridiculous. I've known this as people like Hassan and iDubbbz lecture me about hallucinating threats. I knew this the moment I ended Leftovers. Why would I want to be a member of a community that would literally cheer on my death? There is a toxic, violent, nihilistic extremism brewing on the left, and it should scare all of us. Okay? No, this is a hallucination. I will say it once again. If I don't think it's appropriate for someone to call CPS on Ethan Klein, why the would I ever think it's appropriate for someone to kill Ethan Klein? Are you stupid? Of course, that is insane. That is psychotic. That is a psychotic assessment. Okay? No one. Anyway, it's a grift. To which I said, 2 Israeli embassy officials get killed, and Ethan Klein predictably moves to make the moment about himself from the comfort of his mansion as the criminal state his community keeps defending continues with his unlimited child murder. And then he responded to that by cutting off his own silly statement this time and just simply showing mine. Imagine saying this to any other minority group in the wake of a violent tragedy. To which I said, Lamau, still going on, by the way. You are an immensely privileged, wealthy YouTuber who's using the backdrop of a live stream child holocaust to try and make drama slop as you call for deplatforming of pro-Palestinian voices. Have some dignity. You are not a victim, just a narcissist. That's it. It's like that age-old conservative meme of the conservative lady from the UK being like, this is what it feels like to be a white woman in the UK, a conservative white woman, and it's a target on her forehead. And someone responds, yeah, this is a perfect analogy because no one's coming after you and you place the target on your forehead. Yeah, Katie Hopkins, yeah. And what you need to understand, is this, okay? Yeah, this is how it feels to be a white conservative woman. Perfect analogy, because that's not a real target, and you've put it there yourself. Now, the reason why I bring this up is because I need you to understand something. Israel is a right-wing institution, okay? It is a fascist. It's the most right-wing you can get, but it's a fascist, right-wing, reactionary country. And my job as someone who tries to get Americans to understand certain concepts will always utilize the existing contextualization tools that you have in front of you. That's why I always talk about how this is exactly what Israel defenders do, okay? This is exactly what Ethan Klein is doing. That's it. The only difference here, however, is that anti-Semitism is a real point of marginalization, and yet people who are pro-Israel bastardize that concept and weaponize that concept to make it seem like people are against them simply on the virtue of them being Jewish, when there are more Christian Zionists in this country than there are Jews across the board, Zionist and anti-Zionist alike. But it is the exact same thing. It is a permanent spiral of self-victimization when you are defending one of the most powerful nations in the region with nuclear arms doing a genocide on a captive population that it has occupied illegally for 77 years, and it's backed by, this country, Israel, is backed by the most powerful nation on earth that is offering it unlimited arms. And you want to present yourself as the victim living in that most powerful nation on the planet for not being able to describe your pro-Israel position without scrutiny. The amount of privilege here is unfathomable. The amount of privilege here is unfathomable in comparison to like the average black or brown or even white anti-Zionist, even Jewish anti-Zionist. And I'm not even going to make this comparison to the average Palestinian, okay? Because that is disgusting to even mention in the same category. There is no comparison whatsoever in comparison to obviously the average Palestinian and what they're going through. But even in terms of like how you claim to be consistently victimized here, Like, there are people in the United States of America who are anti-Zionist that are literally getting blackbagged by this administration, and you still run around as a wealthy YouTuber who just wants to make drama content off of all of this stuff, and you can't deal with the heat, but you cannot get out of the kitchen. Must be hard, Hassan, being on everyone's bad side. Are you talking about me, or are you talking about Ethan here, or any number of different stupid slop tubers? Because I might be on the bad side of your favorite content creators, but that's more so just telling on yourself. Like, there are plenty of people out there who are still very much pro-Israel, okay, due to the endless amount of social conditioning that they have experienced, taken for granted, believed to be true, okay? Having said that, at least a lot of those people have the dignity to shut the up. You know, there are plenty of people who are right now shutting the up. And the reason for why they're shutting the up is because even they understand it's perhaps not the best look to self-victimize when everyone can see how devastating the situation is. And then there are those who have completely lost the plot. And yes, I mean, this is a perfect 2-minute video of the insanity, especially as it pertains to, like, this is a clip that I saw that I could not believe, okay? This is a perfect demonstration of what the real resentment is. Ethan Klein's resentment towards me is not about Israel. He's trying to use the wrong side of this Israel-Palestine situation as a way to get additional help from other groups, but the real reason for why this resentment exists is just purely personal. I think under different circumstances, he's been able to humiliate people, bully people into submission, deplatform people aggressively, but it's not happening for him this time, and he literally cannot contend with that reality. He just can't figure out why it's not happening. And there is, I mean, this in and of itself is a perfect demonstration of that.
I found a really funny meme while being in the bathroom just now. And
Okay.
it's some sort of like hater pipeline, I think, but it must have made it to Instagram, like normie Instagram, and I found it so funny.
Someone said
Hey, love, I saw this like a week ago, and I died.
Yeah, this is probably the funniest meme I've ever seen.
I didn't want to share it for you.
Yeah.
It went mainstream for real.
this?
Yeah.
Where?
I just thought it was so goofy.
It was on Twitter, it was on Instagram, meme pages were reposting it.
Someone said he looks
Really?
like he's hiding the zombie bite from the group.
That's true. I see it.
You're like concerned.
I don't know why my face looks so like this. I think someone must have edited
Yeah,
this.
I'm sure,
Yeah,
but
okay.
it
I don't
just
know.
No,
fully.
bro, stop.
No,
Look
the-
at
the
There's
saturation
like
is turned
weird
up.
age and saturation stuff.
I don't think it's
maybe.
aged. I think it's just slightly saturized.
No, that ain't normal. Somebody definitely.
I don't know, man.
No, it's only saturation or.
You know what? I'm gonna say. You guys are like, oh, Ethan needs to disclose that the feed. Let's defend Hassan at every corner
Nobody's
in every possible way.
anything. Oh,
His feet are not that big. The minute.
Just, this is a perfect demonstration of a crash out, a narcissistic crash out, where this isn't even about me. Why the does he just like randomly bring me up? He's like, oh, you guys love Hassan. You always defend Hassan when I'm actually editing stuff about Hassan to make fun of his like feet or whatever, which I think is very strange, but you know, go off king, I guess. And then he just like uses me as a cudgel here. I am the permanent enemy in his mind. And even Dan is like, dude, Dan literally says right there, dude, shut up. Like, what the
Ethan needs to disclose that the feed. Let's defend Hassan at every corner
Nobody's
in every possible way.
anything. Oh, shut
His
up.
feet are not
He literally says, oh, shut up.
that big. The minute that this meme, everybody's laughing about how terrible I look. It's like, oh,
It's not about terrible.
No,
Hold on,
it's
not
your
about you
concerned
looking
look.
terrible. It's the look on your
no,
face.
that is not original, bro. You can tell on the edges. It's It's not. It's not.
Okay.
It's edited, bro.
Okay.
Maybe.
You know,
okay.
let's just.
Like Olivia is like babying him like he's a baby. Like he's a baby who is crying because he spilled his juice. She's like, it's okay. It's a meme. It's okay. Come on, big guy. You are so handsome. Like, what are you doing? What is happening here? This is one of the most insane things I ever saw, dude. What the Go back earlier, he was saying your name under his breath as others were talking like he was possessed. I mean, one of the funniest aspects of this is that, like, this moment, he looks exactly like the clip. Like, why is he so pissed off?
Doing is proving the point that you would hide the bite from us. So
Yeah, I don't think it's that change.
Also, you do look great. Like, you have a funny
Yeah, you don't
face.
look like
together.
that.
I don't think you look
that's
weird
what
at
I
all.
wanna
You
hear.
look beautiful,
No.
gorgeous.
Oh, that's crazy, man. That's crazy. You look beautiful. You look gorgeous. You're such a big, handsome boy. Who's my big, handsome, strong boy?
Gorgeous even.
Yeah, it
Yeah,
does,
I don't
you have
know.
nothing to say
You
about
look
this.
gorge.
I don't want to hear it.
I want the
It also, all of this is like, all this started because like someone made a funny meme. It's like when those guys, there's this one guy who actually unironically is a very talented artist. And he always draws me with a tiny head. And I don't give a shit. You know what I mean? I think it's funny. And he's actually a pretty good artist overall. Like, you'll see screenshots of it in my replies from psychos all the time. Like, I make jokes about this stuff myself. Like, it's obviously a emote in my community since the beginning of my, no, it's not scum art. No. I'm not talking about that. No. There's a hater who like will try to, I don't know if anyone's found the, I don't know if anyone has seen them before. He's like, it's a new guy. Hiding the zombie bite from the group will make you laugh until no, this is, someone said he looks like he's hiding the zombie bite from the group is funnier than anything he's ever said. That's the other side of the story. Like, it's all right to make fun of yourself. Is this the
Where
one?
people
Oh yeah,
basically
this
wear
is the
their
guy. This is the
bigotry
guy.
and
This is
their
the guy.
stupidity as a badge
I don't
of-
want to like highlight them too much because I don't know what their like politics are. They probably have like horrible politics in general. But yeah, I mean, this guy's like clearly a talented artist. You know what I mean? He is. I saw this and I was like, damn, this guy's actually not a bad artist at all. I suspect that they probably have like dog shit politics, but you know, it's kind of like that one guy. What's his name? The one conservative that actually is like pretty decent cartoonist, but he's like, no, not Meat Canyon chatters. Stop. And no, not Garrison. No. And then certainly not Stone Toss. Ew. Stone Toss is both a Nazi and a dog shit artist. No. What's the guy? The one that was like the one that did that famous comic about Joe Biden turning people white, turning black people white. I think I even follow him. You know what I'm talking about? Like the one where Joe Biden like siphons the blackness of a black woman for not voting for Joe Biden. It's this one. Yes, this guy is a conservative. Okay, this artist is a conservative, and yet he sometimes has some bangers, and I'm not above admitting that. You know what I mean? Like, this is a banger. This is dumb as fuck, and his art style is actually fantastic too. There's no reason not to. There's no reason not to like to that guy's racist as fuck. No, I know. I'm talking about something that is totally not about politics. Just like this dude. I think this guy is pretty talented. This person who made this video is very talented. Elon is still locked in, replying to my like he doesn't agree with me on my worldview, but you know, yeah, this is the guy I was thinking about, George Alexopoulos or whatever. Yeah. But if I were to separate the artist from the art, like, or separate the political perspective, the political ideology that they demonstrate in their art all the time, and I just like look at their art style, look at their skills in drawing, like, this is pretty solid. This is very good.